Okay, so this is the second test over here. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to see if the generator with the inverter, all that stuff with the variable frequency drive controller, and the inverter, the generator, the VFD controller, the fan over there, and the generator. So last video, a fuelless generator, I showed you basically how to use a 950 watt generator, and you could turn it into either 2,000 watt generator, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 watt generator, and so on by just hooking up a inverter to the battery. And the output of the generator has a DC output also too that charges the battery, and the generator has a AC output that you can have 950 watts to it. And I've got the inverter pretty much hooked up with the radio over here. Nothing's on, right? This test right here that I'm doing is I wanna see how if the generator, while it's running, because it's supposed to charge a battery, right? It's supposed to charge a battery because it's producing 13.6 volts, somewhere around there. Sometimes it fluctuates to 14.2, and so on and so on. I want to see what is happening with the battery. It's on. I've been doing a couple tests right now, so it's pretty low on 12.6. I believe that's what it is right now. I might as well get this multimeter out over here too. And I know it's a little dark. Sorry about that. It's getting dark over here. I don't have that much light. Might want to move this freaking thing over here a little bit closer. Let's see. It's getting darker over here where I am. I only got one stupid light. But anyways, you'll get the idea. I want to see about the voltage. That's what I want to do. That's what I really want to do. I want to see how long it is, how long it's lasting, and if it's depleting or if it's maintaining. Now I only have the fan up there plugged into the generator on the AC side, and then on the generator the DC output is going back to the battery to charge, and the inverter has actually the radio stereo hooked up to it. Nothing's on, as you can see. The inverter is not on, right? Inverter's not on. There we go. We got more light now. Okay, so yeah, I got a flashlight here. But and the generator has the AC, and it also has the DC output. Two outputs, right? The red one down below here is a DC output. It's a DC output. And the white one is the AC output that is attached to the fan up over here. And it's going to be away from me. Okay, and we got the inverter over here. Inverter over here. 1500 watt inverter. Nothing's on. It is connected to, this is the multimeter. It is connected by cord to the stereo, which is not on yet. So I'm going to go over to the VFD over here, which is plugged into the wall. Remember, that's the primary mover. The primary mover is the electricity from the wall. So I explained this earlier in my last video that you can use 200 watts from the VFD, variable frequency drive controller, but I was wrong. I'm not using 200 watts from the wall. Okay, this is a 400 watt VFD, variable frequency drive controller. As you can see, it's not on. It goes to 400 hertz. 400 hertz. 400 hertz. That's at 220. I'm not running it at 220. I'm running at 110. I'm in Vancouver, BC, North America, basically. So it's 110. So that means at 200 hertz, right? 400 hertz is max. That's 400 watts. 200 hertz. That's 200 watts. I'm only going to 65. So that's a little less than 100 watts I'm using to get 6,000 watts. Okay? 4,000 watts, 3,000 watts. Remember, this is a 950 watt generator attached to it through the battery. As I showed you, it's 1500 watts. We've got pretty much almost 2500 watts of power coming out, and I'm only using 100 from the wall. Okay, and also do the math too. It's like if I had a 3000 watt generator and a 3000 watt inverter. Well, that's 6000 watts. 6,000 watts, and I'm only using 100 from the wall. Wow, that's 5,900 watts available. Am I not getting more than what I'm putting in? Is this not over unity? Well, let's put it to the test. Okay, let's put it to the test and see what's happening with the battery also too. This is what I want to see. I want to see what is going on with the battery. Is the battery going to be depleted? Okay, is it going to just be depleted and run right out, and this is going to all fall apart? Well, let's find out. Okay, remember, this is not on. So what I'm going to do first, since the inverter's got to be on, because that's going to bring the power over to the radio when the generator starts spinning, and it produces the DC out goes right to the battery and starts charging the battery. And then when the VFD is actually turned on by the wall, right, only 100 watts from the wall, turned on, it's going to give power to the motor, which is going to spin the motor, which is going to spin the generator, and the generator output on the AC side is going to turn the fan on over there. I only got what I got just to use right now. I could be hooking up TVs and all that stuff, but I don't have all that stuff ready. But anyways, okay, so this is what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to turn everything on first. So we're going to turn the VFD controller on. Let's see if that's the right switch, because that's a transfer switch. It's a transfer switch. It's not on that side. Transfer switch. It's that side. Look. And the VFD is on now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it here. And it's ready to go. It's ready to go. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to turn on the inverter. You'll hear it come on. And the light's on. Now the radio's on. It's sucking up the power from the it's sucking up the power from the battery now. But we don't want to turn on the radio right now. But the inverter's on. And then we'll turn that on in a minute. So let's turn up the VFD and start spinning the generator and see, and then the fan will come on over there. But we're going to see how much of a charge we got from the battery. And if the battery's going to continuously charge. So let's do this. And it's getting dark in here. I wish it was more lighter, but it's not. I got no control over this lighting system right now. I wish I would have did it a little earlier, but I haven't. Anyways, I'm going to turn it up. There we go. We're on 20. Remember, I'm only going to go about 65 hertz. That's a little under 100. Nothing is happening right now, right? As you see, the fan's not on over there. Nothing's going on. The generator is spinning, right? The generator is spinning, 100%. Oh, you bet, right? Fan is not on. Look, fan is not on, right? I got this flashlight over here. Look, if I turn that off, the light up over here is a lot more brighter on this side than it is. But anyways, so yeah, so it's turning. Generator is spinning. So let's start turning up the VFD to, and bring it up to 65. You'll see the fan kick on. But I want to see what's going on with the inverter and the battery. That's what I want to see. Okay, so let's start turning this up. It's going to get a little loud, and we're going to watch the inverter, and we're going to watch the battery's level of voltage, if it's charging or if it's not charging. Okay? I'm going to start turning this up to 65, 60. It's going to get loud. Now we go to 65. 55. Now let's watch the generator power. We're at 13. Remember I told you we were at 12.6? Look, the radio's on. 13.1. It's working. Something fell off. That's the battery with a multimeter. Inverter, 13.2. It's charging the battery. 13.2. It's not depleting the battery. 13.2. I think he's falling off over here on the multimeter. 13.4. Multimeter. A little bit of vibrations up on the battery will knock the multimeter things off. Look, it fell off again. 13.46. 13.3. It's charging. The output of the generator is charging the battery that is going to the inverter that's powering the inverter, and it's still 13.4. 13.47 over here on the multimeter. We're over unity, and the generator is still powering the battery. This can go on for indefinitely. Remember I told you that the generator will fluctuate from 12.6 to 14 to 13.2. It'll fluctuate 13.4 again. 13.4 again. So it's charging and then discharging. Charging and discharging. I'm going to turn the radio down, that way you can hear me a little bit better. But the light is on. So it is working. Everything is working here. And remember, we're at 67 hertz. That's around 3,400 RPM, 3,600 RPM. The fan is still going. Look at it turn. I'm going to turn everything off. That way I can talk to you. So, now the battery's at 13.1. I mean, the inverter says 13.1. Look. 13. 0. It's going back down, right, to normal. Now the multimeter says 13.11, 13.10. So we created over unity here. Sorry about the light conditions and all that stuff. It's just my room is a little dark and the fan turned off. So we went over unity, that's for sure. That's 67 hertz, a little less than 100 watts. Let's just say 100 watts anyways. 100 watts, okay, to accumulate with this system that I got right here. 950 from the generator and 1500 from the inverter with the battery. So that's 2450, that's 2450, that's 2450 450 watts and I only used 100. I gained like, what, over 90%. That's over unity. Am I not getting more than what I'm putting in? And remember, this is from the wall, right? This is from the wall, right? I'm using 100. Even if I was using 200, doesn't matter. 200, 300, I'm still getting more. If I was using even 500 watts from the wall, and I was still getting 3,000, geez Louise, right? Go figure. But I'm not. I'm roughly figuring this out since I'm only at 67, not 100 hertz, right? Not 100, because this variable frequency drive controllers, they go to 400 hertz at 400 watts. Okay? So 200 hertz will be 200 watts. And I'm figuring, 100 hertz at that RPM would be about 100 watts. Go figure. But anyways, you could, and most importantly, look. Multimeter says 1289, yeah, and it said 1290, and then the inverter says 12.8, but you seen it at 13.03 and 13.04. It was charging. It was continuously charging the battery. So this means that this can run. Okay, this can run. This setup that I have right here. Okay, not only are you over unity, but you can run it for however long you want it. As long as you keep your motor cooled off. Okay, your motor must be cooled off. You can't burn the hell out of your motor. Must have a fan. Okay, must have a fan to cool off your motor. This is a induction, three-phase induction motor from a wash machine. I got it all strapped in. Remember, this is a 950 watt generator. Now, if this was a 2,000, 3,000 watt, we'll do the math, right? Do the math, right? A 3,000 watt generator with a 3,000 watt inverter. That's 6,000 watts running continuously all day, all night long, or however long you want to use it for. Say you want to use it actually, and you don't want to plug it into the wall because you don't want to actually waste. You don't want to pay BC Hydro, or you don't want to pay anybody some big dollars for using major wattage. Well, plug it into here, and you're only using 100. That's what I said. 100, 200, 300, whatever. You're still saving, right? Okay, my friends. So this is what I wanted to show you. And remember, we're at 67 hertz. I have not switched the dials at all. 67 hertz. Okay? And you've seen it all. And look, the light is still on the radio, so this means when I turn it up here, it's still on. That's why we're going down. See, it is sucking the life. The radio is slowly sucking the life out of the battery. Right? We're at 12.81 here on the multimeter. Right? 12.82. And then 12.7. Remember, we started only with 12.6. 12.6 from the inverter. We're showing 12.6. That means we even gained. We even gained. It was charging the battery, man. Charging the battery. And now it's the battery is going to its normal settings. When you charge a battery, it's fully charged, and then you actually unplug the charger from it, and then you come back about 20 minutes later. The battery will start settling down. It'll start settling down to a normal voltage. Okay? And sometimes it'll read 12.7, 12.8, somewhere around there where it settles. That's without being charged and being used. So while it's being actually used, and it's actually, it has to power something, it has to be charged too at the same time. So you're going to be seeing 13.2, 13.4, 13.5 sometimes. But we saw 13.3 and 13.4. And it was charging. Okay? Alright, my friends. If you want some help, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. Like what I told you guys. Right? I'm not going anywhere. Hit the like button. Send me some comments. Share this. Share this video with your friends, okay? Because this is what it is all about. Alright? This is really what it is all about. Is, saving some money. right? If there's a way to make power, electricity, energy, well, here's how you do it, okay? We know the big guys can do it all day and all night long. Is it possible that you can do it? Yeah, you can do it, right? You can do it, right? But can it, your system, go over unity? And can it charge back to itself? I'm showing you right now that it is charging back to itself. Charging back to itself. You've seen it. You saw it. I could still be letting it run and it still would be at 13.2, 13.3, 13.4, whatever it was. Right? But remember, we're only using 100 watts from the wall. That's it. Right? So am I not getting more than what I'm using? I'm using 100 watts and I'm getting, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. But with this system right here that I got, I'm only getting, right, 950 watts with this generator, almost 1,000, and then 1,500 watts from the inverter. Okay? That's 2,950 minus the 100. That's 2,850. 2,800 watts out of 100. I'm getting 2,000 plus, and I'm only using 100 watts. Pretty incredible, eh? Alright. Stay tuned for some more videos. I'm actually doing some other videos, and I'll be sitting down and chatting with you people. Alright? I'm going to be explaining some of my theories and my research that I've been doing for 3+ years, almost 4 years. And I'll talk about all my things. I mean, I just didn't come up with this just out of the blue. This just did not just happen in 1 week's time. Okay? It did not. Alright, so you guys take care. Remember, we started with 12.6, right? Look at the multimeter. I mean, at the inverter, 12.6 now. See? It's settling down. It's going back to 12.6. See? And the multimeter is showing 12.76. And the inverter showing 12.6. But I still have the radio on, so if I turn it off, it's not sucking the battery. Now it went to 12.7, see? Right? No, 12.7. There you go. Right, 12.6. It's going back down to 12.6. That's what's going on. See, I'm showing you all this because I don't want to lie to you guys. There's lots of videos out there that a lot of people bullshit. They bullshit. And I try some of their actually things over here, and I do their tests, and guess what? They don't work. They don't. They don't work. These ones, the ones that I'm doing, believe me, I'm showing you. They're working. Anyways, alright, peace out. Hope you enjoy my video. Send me some comments. And remember, if there are people that are interested, alright, I will continue on. Or else I'll just keep this information to myself. And whoever I run into, or whatever I do, if you want to learn, well, hit me up and start commenting. Right? Because, I mean, if there's only, if I don't get any comments or anything, well, I'll just think that no one's interested. But this is real, true power, energy, electricity right here. And I'm only using 100 watts. I know I'm repeating myself over and over and over and over and over again. It's because I want to get it through your guys' freaking heads that this is possible. Okay? You can make it. You can make power, electricity, and energy. You just got to know how to do it. But the right way. Not the phony way and not the fake way on these YouTube videos over here. Okay? Because there's a lot of them out there. And they're all about the hits. Have I mentioned anything about hits? Money? No, not at all. I'm going to show you for free. Alright, peace out.